Yo, what's good, YouTube? It is your boy, King Lucky 1018, back with another video. Today we're kind of changing it up. We are doing another Omnibus haul. I thought it'd be cool if we kind of incorporate more or so me in the video a little more, rather than just the books, But yeah, so the haul for this one, we got Red Hood and the Outlaws. I'm going to be doing an overview on each and every single one, but I just want to show off the front, the spine, and the back of the book first. We got the oversized hardcover of Batman Who Laughs, the spine, the back, and then we got one of my personal favorite Omnis that I've personally read. So it's going to be, we might do a review sometime, but yeah, so there's this front. This is the DM cover. There is the spine, and that's the back of the book. But yeah, now we're going to transition, and I'm going to do an overview on each and every single one of those ones. So yeah, I'll see you guys there. Alrighty, so we are going to start off with Red Hood and the Outlaws. Here is a better shot of the front of the book. This is the new 52 run, so I've heard good things and bad things about it, but I don't really care because I like Red Hood, so I wanted to pick it up for myself. I got a really good deal on it because this book is in the Omni community, we call it a whale. And it's just very, like, it's kind of hard to find and it's expensive, but I got it for a good deal, and I was like, let me get it. So this, as you can see right here, this collects Red Hood and the Outlaws. We got Red Hood and the Outlaws 0 through 27, Teen Titans 16, Batman 17, Teen Titans 16, Batman 17, and Red Hood and the Outlaws Annual number 1. Sorry about that. Retail price, if it ever comes back out in print, it's probably going to be $125, but $100 US and $130 Canadian. But yeah, here are the inside flaps, showing off Starfire, Arsenal, Roy Harper, Red Hood. And yeah, and then here is the other, just telling us about some of the writer and the artist, I'm pretty sure. Oh, James Tynion's on this book. I didn't even realize that, so it has to be good. It's a wraparound. So it looks like that. It's pretty cool. I like the vibes with it, And then we got, I don't know, I think this one has a credit. Some Omnis from DC doesn't have credits, actually. Yeah, so this one does, this table of contents, that's what I meant to say. Which is nice. I don't think there are page numbers, though, which is fine, but you'll just have to pay more attention to it. It's cool that you get the virgin cover, and then you get like the sketch as the variant, I guess. But then it starts off, I've never read it. Artwork looks just incredible. And it makes me just want to read the book. It looks amazing. You got Starfire, as a lot of people think they kind of like over-sexualized her in this book, like her design, which I'm sure some people liked, but I don't really care for. It's cool, but she's probably super dope in it. And Arsenal, I feel like we don't get enough Roy Harper, so I feel like this is a pretty good, like, it's fun, like, the artwork in the book, though, is just insane. And like, I really like page quality. Pretty nice. It's pretty thick compared to, like, I mean, anything's thicker than Marvel at this point for Omnis or anything, because of how, like, all their books are so, they're all just so, like, all the paper quality is just so thin. But it looks like Star got a new outfit. Red Hood, I like his design in it. He kind of has, like, his mask is like, it has his, like, face in it. It's kind of like, you can see his mouth and stuff, which is cool. A lot of cool characters. I have no idea what this is about. I just know it's about the squad, But yeah, binding, it sits pretty well. This was a used copy, so I'm sure once I read it maybe a few times then it will even be better. Looks like we got, this must be the annual. But yeah, this looks pretty sick. This is in the New 52 universe, so this run is long over. This is a volume 1. I don't know if we ever will get a volume 2, honestly. Red Hood just doesn't get enough love, in my personal opinion. And it's kind of annoying because it's like he should be getting a lot more love than he does because, I don't know. He doesn't really have any ongoings either, so. We got Ollie. Look at the goat. Look at the goat. Wait, he looks so different. That's New 52. Yeah, I mean it is New 52, but it looks fun. The whole story looks sick. Let's check out the bonus materials if there are any. All right, so we got some character sketches. This is pretty sick. Roy, Star. I think it's cool though. Like, that's a team that I would never expect. Like Roy Harper, Arsenal, Starfire, and Red Hood. Like Jason Todd. I would never expect that. Mr. Freeze looks sick, as you guys can see right there. He looks sick in this. The blast. These pages are hard because they just go like whoop. Like if I let go. Got some other people. Got Red Hood. But yeah, everything looks super fun. The book, I'm excited to jump into it because it is an Omni that I've been waiting for I've been trying to look to get for a long time. So yeah, that's Red Hood and the Outlaws, and this is the Batman Who Laughs, the Deluxe edition. Here's the spine. This is the Deluxe hardcover edition, and this is the entire Batman Who Laughs run, I'm pretty sure. It collects Batman Who Laughs 1 through 7, and the Batman Who Laughs the Grim Knight #1. So everything that's in this is not in Dark Knight's Metal, which kind of sucks. I feel like they could have incorporated it into it, but it's kind of cool. This is cool. I like the front spine. This does retail $40 US and $53 Canadian. So that's pretty cool. Then we do have a wraparound cover, which is pretty sick. And here are the flaps. I know a lot of people like to see those. We got Batman Who Laughs on one side with a little biography telling us a little bit about Scott Snyder. He wrote this. Then we got Jock. This is the artist that does Batman Who Laughs with a picture of Batman there. But yeah, this, I think, yeah, it's a wraparound. I think I'm mostly just going crazy about not, like, I don't know, I just think I'm going crazy. But it's just Batman Who Laughs face, beautiful piece. And once we open up, I have not read this story, but I'm going to very soon because I love the Batman Who Laughs. I think he's so cool, just badass, because he's just Batman Who Laughs. There is no table of contents. It's only 7 issues, so it's going to be 1 through 7, and then the Grim Knight. Looks like we are starting off seeing how Batman Who Laughs' origin comes to be. I've only ever heard good things about this run. The art, phenomenal. I love the art so much. But yeah, if you want the premise of this, like if you're thinking about getting this, it's pretty much like in this universe, Joker had this like toxin that he released because Batman kills him. And then it goes into Batman and it makes Batman become the Joker and Batman, if that makes sense. And it's just a whole crazy run, but I just can't ever get over this artwork because I think it's just so cool. Like, I love the style of it. A little bit of different art right here. But there's just so much of the style. It sits really well. We're not even halfway through the book yet, and it sits very well. But yeah, everything, it just looks sick. I've always loved the bubble for Batman Who Laughs. It's black and red. I just think that's a cool little touch because I know they do a lot of that with like the word bubbles, which is always cool. Court of Owls, some stuff like that. Who knows what goes down there. But yeah, it just tells you what issue or what part you're on. So that's pretty cool. No page numbers. This page is pretty iconic just because I see it all the time and it's just badass. Oh, and then we got, let's see. And then we got the variants. So we got the Grim Knight right here. You can see that a little better. Got some stuff here, and it just has, it tells you who it's by. This one's by Greg Capullo. This one's by Warren Lau or Lowe. Don't know if I'm butchering that or not. But yeah, just some cool bonus materials in here. Very super cool stuff. But yeah, that is the bat. Oh, here's a, this one is sick. This one's like a homage. I forgot what it's by. It's a homage to, I think, the Batman, the one that Todd McFarlane did, maybe. I don't know if I'm wrong. You can hate on me in the comments if I got it wrong. It's okay. And we got some cool sketches. Some panels. Without the words. Yeah. Some layouts of the pages. Very, very cool. And then just this is the end paper, and then this is the front paper. I forgot to show it. Pretty cool. But yeah, that is the Batman Who Laughs. Jumping into my personal favorite out of these, because I've read this one and the other ones I have not read. We got Dark Knight's Metal, which I don't even know. This book takes so many twists and turns, but the story is just so good. I think Scott Snyder went crazy on it, and I personally love it so much. It's just cool shit, honestly, and you got Capullo artwork. How can you not like that? This is the DM. The main cover I might put up on the screen, I don't know. But here is the spine. It's a thinner Omni and they kind of overpriced it, I'm not gonna lie to you. All the Batman negative universes, forgot what they call them. The negative Batmans, I guess. This collects the Dark Knight's Metal Omnibus collects Dark Days the Forge 1, Dark Days the Casting 1, Dark Knights Rising the Wild Hunt 1, the Red Death #1, the Murder Machine 1, Batman the Dawnbreaker #1, the Drown #1, Batman the Merciless #1, Batman the Devastator #1, Dark Knights, the Batman Who Laughs 1, Teen Titans 12, Nightwing 29, Suicide Squad 26, Green Arrow 32, The Flash 33, and Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps 32. And then we got Justice League 32 through 33, Batman Lost #1, and Hawkman Found. This retails $150 US and $195 Canadian, which is crazy because this book only has 700 pages or something like that. I read this book in like 5 days because it was so good. So if you enjoy awesome stuff, I would say get it, but find it for a good deal. We got all the little logos of all the Batmans, all the negative Batmans. We got a little biography on Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. But yeah, I mean, it is expensive. If you do want to support your local comic book shop, I'm sure they can order one for you, or just go online and find one. I personally like to shop at Organic Price Books. I think their packaging is outstanding and just, it's awesome. So here's the front, the spine, and the back. It's kind of like this cool like metal, because it's just like, it's Dark Knight's metal, you know? It's not like, it's just smooth. It's just cool effect. You got the end papers right here. Or the beginning papers, I don't know what they're called. I'm not gonna lie to you. Dark Knight's Metal Omnibus. You do have a table of contents, but no page numbers, which a lot of people complained about, but I personally didn't mind, because if you look at each and every single one of the covers, you will know exactly which page you are. That's kind of how I went. Like, so when I got to like Batman the Red Death on 213, I knew that it was Batman the Red Death because the cover is literally Batman, like the Red Death. but that's what I pretty much did. Artwork in this book is just phenomenal. Pretty much the premise is the dark multiverse is coming into our multiverse, which is not good. You got Barbados. He is the main villain, and it's pretty much just a all-out: are the heroes gonna win, or are we gonna all lose? And it's a very easy read, very fast read, super interesting for me. There's a lot of twists and turns. This art here, Flash, giving my boy Flash some love. But yeah, everything in it, just I love every single page, every single panel, just because the artwork is so incredible. The story is fantastic. We do have Dark Knight's Metal coming out next year in January, I'm pretty sure. So I will be doing a review on that one also. But Barbados is trying to take over our world, and our good guys are trying to stop it, and it's just a whole bunch of twists and turns. Batman, he's primary focus because it's literally all evil Batmans with like the Flash's power, or Aquaman powers, Green Lantern's powers. What if Batman became... So this is the Red Death issue right here. So I love these one-shots because it gives you an explanation on how they all pretty much like came to be and stuff. Like, so Batman's like he's fighting Flash because he's like, I need your powers, bro. And then he beats Flash up a little bit. And then there's a sick panel where they're driving and they drive into the Speed Force, and you're like, holy, do they both die? And then you read this next one, you're like, what? And then boom, Red Death. I have a statue of him, Prime 1 Studio statue, and I will do a review on that also sometime. But I love this, how it's like, it's Bruce, but then it's always so Barry in his head, and then Barry's trying to escape. He's trying to get Bruce to listen, but he won't. So that's very cool. And this one's like, what if Batman became... It's the murder machine. So what if Batman became Cyborg, pretty much? And it's insane. Yeah, it's just... Everything in this book is so insane, and it's so cool. We got Dawnbreaker. Pretty much he becomes a Green Lantern and becomes an evil Green Lantern, which is insane. Because it's like... I don't know. I feel like he would become something else, but he kills all the Green Lanterns in his universe. The Drowned is pretty cool. It's Bryce Wayne, so it's actually not Bruce Wayne, it's Bryce Wayne, and she's pretty badass. A lot of it is like them coming into our worlds. Merciless, it's what if Batman becomes Ares, because Wonder Woman dies, and Batman's like, bro, I'm putting on the helmet, and then he goes crazy, and then he kills Ares, and then, yeah, he's just badass. But there's just so much in this book. The Devastator, what if Batman becomes Doomsday to kill Superman? Like, it's just everything in this book is just, it's a page turner. I was sitting there, first night I got it, I'm reading it, and I'm like, I start off the first page, I got all the way through, I think, like, Red Death. So I read, like, almost, like, 300 pages, or, like, I don't even know if I don't know how far I got. But I got so far because it's just so good. It's just every page I'm like, oh my God, what happens next? What happens next? And that's the type of books I like. There's a lot of action, a lot of beautiful spread pages. The binding is pretty good. We are in the middle of the book, so you will have to like go like this a little bit for certain areas. But the binding is really well. It sits flush, flat. But the story is just so cool. You get to see, like, Detective Chimp. He doesn't get enough love. Dr. Fate, in my personal opinion, doesn't. You see a lot of characters that don't get enough love in this Omni. And I want to continue to see more characters that don't get enough love. Like right now, Night Terrors, the ongoing DC event that's happening right now. You have Deadman, for example, and he does not get enough love. He never does. And I'm happy they're using him. Even with Zatanna, she's in it. This is sick in this book. So pretty much let me see if I can find the page. So pretty much they are all, Flash, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern are all trapped fighting the evil versions of their selves, I guess. But it's not them because it's Bruce Wayne. But like Flash fights Red Death, Aquaman fights the Drown, Wonder Woman fights Merciless, and Green Lantern fights Dawnbreaker. So this is all just you seeing them fight, and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, what's happening? And then it's kind of hard because it's kind of an unwinnable situation for them. But they find their ways, which is always the best part. It's what the Justice League does. And Cyborg in this book gets so much love, and I love it. He becomes, let me find this, look at that. Cyborg 1 million. Oh my God. Bro, when he got this power upgrade, you were like, oh my God. Like I literally just smiled in happiness. And this is one of my favorite pages of all time in this book. Because look, just look at it. Just look at it. It's just gorgeous. But yeah, I'll probably do a recent read on this book and just explain it, go into more depth about it. Just because I love this book so much and I think it would be fun. Let's jump to the bonus materials, which there are quite a bit. So this is the variant cover gallery. So all of this is going to be your bonus material in this book. And there is an absolute edition of the Dark Knight Metal, but you don't get all the tie-ins, so it's kind of confusing. I don't have it, but I'm going to get it because I love the artwork in it. I love the Greg Capullo's art. But yeah, these are some of the variants. We got some crazy stuff right here by Francisco Mata. I can't pronounce his last name, but this guy does like craziest, like realistic stuff. It's crazy. Let me find. So here are the characters' design, and it kind of tells you, like this is Barbados, and it tells you about them. Like it gives you kind of like a little rundown on the characters, and you get to see all their like logos even more, which is sick. But yeah, I think there's just so much in this book, and I recommend this to anybody that's like, oh, I want to read something that's super jam-packed and just like super badass. That's the one word. If you could say it's metal, if you could give it 2 words, badass and metal, because this book is just sick. But yeah, here's some like blanks. This is the DM cover right here. But yeah, that is Dark Knight's Metal. But yeah, I really hope you guys did enjoy this one. And if you guys do want to see more content like this, just leave a comment down below, and I'd love to do it. I love doing overviews on my Omnis. It's a very passionate thing. I'm very passionate about it, and I love if you guys keep wanting to see it. Just let me know down in the comments below. But yeah, I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And one last thing, just like always in every other video of mine. Oh wait, I didn't even say it. Have a good day, night, evening, wherever you are watching this in the world, whatever time you are watching this at. But now, one last thing. Peace and love.